Too late isn't in your vocabulary. Reach your next goal at University of Maryland Global Campus. Get the accredited education you want wherever you are, on your own schedule. UMGC offers online degrees and certificates to help you level up your skills. Apply now and save with no application fee through May 31st. For more than 75 years, UMGC has been transforming adult lives. Access online courses, faster onboarding, and success coaches that help you along the way. Plus, UMGC makes an accredited online education more affordable than ever, with scholarships, interest-free payment plan, and no-cost digital resources in place of most textbooks. Choose from more than 125 degree and certificate programs in career-relevant fields and receive lifetime career services at no additional cost. Gain skills local employers are looking for in business, cyber, IT, healthcare, and more. Get started on your undergraduate or graduate degree or certificate online. No application fee if you apply by May 31st. Learn more at umgc.edu/podcast. Certified to operate by Chev.
This is Optimal Startup Daily, episode 935. An emergency fund can save you from financial disaster and even grow your business. Part 1, by Dustin Heiner of MasterPassiveIncome.com. And hey, I am Dan. Welcome back to Optimal Startup Daily, or welcome for the first time if you are new here. This is where I simply read articles to you each day. These blog posts cover all aspects of business and entrepreneurship, and today's post is a little bit longer than normal, so I'm going to read the first half right now and then finish the rest tomorrow. So let's get right to part 1 from Dustin as we optimize your life. An emergency fund can save you from financial disaster and even grow your business. Part 1, by Dustin Heiner of MasterPassiveIncome.com. Do you need an emergency fund for yourself and your business? Yes, you do need an emergency fund, no matter if you have a business or not. I learned this lesson quickly. The business was doing the opposite of what it was supposed to do and was losing money quickly. Instead of making me money, business was costing me money. Month after month, the paycheck I earned from my job was being poured into the business as I was trying to keep it afloat. No matter what I did or how much money I put into the business, it continued to eat up cash. An emergency fund will help you weather storms. Life is like a dream when a business is making money, but it can be a nightmare when it is not. The day I sold my business, I was relieved. The expenses, time burden, opportunity cost, and the responsibility of employing people were a lot to manage. Add on to that, the business was taking money out of my pocket every month. If I had not planned for potential future problems for Downtown Express, I may not have been able to hold on to the business long enough to sell it. Even though I believed my business was going to make me money, I was prepared for it not to. Praise the Lord, we had enough money saved for emergencies such as this. If we didn't have the next month's rent, the new buyer may not have followed through with the purchase, or the landlord may not have extended the lease to the new buyer. Many things could have gone wrong if we didn't plan for hard times. Emergencies happen. It's a fact of life. Plan for it with an emergency fund. How you prepare for those emergencies will prove how successful you are at being an entrepreneur. Planning for your future income, expenses, and emergencies just might be what saves you from closing down your business in the end. The best time to plan for hard times is when things are going well. It is already too late to plan once things are going bad for you and your business. Learn from my mistakes and plan ahead. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail without an emergency fund. Without an emergency fund, I would not have had enough money to hold on to my business, Downtown Express, long enough to sell it. The emergency fund should only be used in case of an emergency. Think of it as an emergency parachute. It's better to have one and not need it than need it and not have one. Those ups and downs in business can be beat with an emergency fund. With a passive income business, your one income does not depend on the hours you work. Your income will vary from month to month. Some months may be so rough that you will need extra money to pay your bills. This is where an emergency fund comes into place. An emergency fund is an account with designated money set aside for emergencies. It can be cash under your mattress or a separate bank account. Either way, having money set aside for a rainy day will help you to get past these. Don't go into debt when times are tough with an emergency fund. Bad debt, or money taken out of your pocket, will be the death of your business. Unless that debt is good debt, in other words, putting money into your pocket, your profits will be eaten up and the business will be dead. By having an emergency fund, you will be able to weather the storms that come in life and business. Being an entrepreneur, we tend to be optimistic and can hope for the future. Everything is going great when you are making money, but life is hard when you are not. Even worse when you are going into debt over it. Sudden large expenses. No matter what type of business you run, sudden expenses come up. Not only that, what about sudden family expenses? Your teenager needs braces. Your dog is sick and needs to go to the vet. Your family reunion is a $2,000 plane flight away. All of these things will come up eventually, and you need to make sure you can afford them. If you run a rental property business like I do, you may need to replace a main water line, and that could cost $2,000 to $4,000. Be ready for those expenses by saving for them and keeping your money in a savings account. I suggest CIT Bank Savings Builder. To be continued. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled, "An Emergency Fund Can Save You from Financial Disaster and Even Grow Your Business," by Dustin Heiner of MasterPassiveIncome.com. The thing about running your own business is every single hire counts, and no hiring partner understands that like Indeed. Indeed is the hiring platform helping over 3 million businesses worldwide to do it all. Don't spend hours on multiple job sites looking for candidates. Over 80% of Indeed employers find quality candidates the moment they sponsor a job, thanks to Indeed's suite of powerful hiring tools like Indeed Instant Match, assessments, and virtual interviews. I especially love Indeed's Instant Match feature because candidates you invite to apply through Instant Match are 3 times more likely to apply for your job than candidates who only see it in search, according to US Indeed data. Indeed knows when you're growing your own business, you have to make every dollar count. That's why with Indeed, you only pay for quality applications that match your must-have job requirements. Visit Indeed.com/startup to start hiring now. Just go to Indeed.com/startup. Indeed.com/startup. Terms and conditions apply. Cost per application pricing not available for everyone. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
The Comcast Business Complete Connectivity Solution. It checks all the boxes. With cyber threat security, the largest, fastest, reliable network for small business, and save up to 75% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company powered by the next generation 10G network. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Mobile Savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers. Comcast Business Internet required.
And a big thank you right now to Dustin, who is the founder of Master Passive Income, Real Estate Wealth Builders Conference, and Successfully Unemployed. Dustin is a real estate investor who was able to make enough passive income from his business to quit his job when he was just 37 years old. With his podcast, YouTube channel, books, courses, and coaching, he now helps other people quit their job by investing in real estate rental properties to live the dream life. You can check out his website, again, masterpassiveincome.com, to learn more. And thanks so much once again to Dustin for letting us share his work. But that is going to do it for today's episode. I thank you, of course, for being here, and please join me again tomorrow where we're going to wrap up this post with part 2, and that is where your optimal life awaits.